Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So in our previous Moto H20 video, I told you about the code names and some of the specs that we knew, and that was it. But in this video, I'm gonna tell you the complete leaked specs of all the models. Now let me make it clear, this information has been leaked for quite some time and it's nothing new, so if you already know it, then it's better that you skip this video. But if you are unaware of the specs, well then, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. According to Evan Blass, 3 new Motorola phones will be sold under the names Motorola H20 Lite, Motorola H20 and Motorola H20 Pro. It's actually 4 if you count the North American model, but it comes under H20 and it's not that different, so we will go with 3 models. Let's start with the cheapest model called Moto H20 Lite. First off, we have no idea about the display size, but it offers a 90Hz refresh rate with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels. Yeah, it will be full HD+, and it will most probably be an IPS LCD panel. On the processor front, the smartphone will most likely carry the MediaTek Dimensity 720 SoC. It is built on a 7nm process and comes with an integrated 5G modem, so it's very efficient. The octa-core chipset will be paired with up to 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. The smartphone will most likely feature a triple rear camera setup that includes a 108MP main camera with an 8MP ultra-wide-angle and macro camera as well as 2MP bokeh shooter. There is a 32MP selfie camera on the front. When it comes to battery, the smartphone may pack a big 5000 mAh battery. On the software front, all the smartphones are set to run on Android 11 and gets a dedicated Google Assistant key. Now for the medium-sized model, Motorola Edge 20. As I said before, there are 2 variants. The Motorola Edge Berlin will feature a 6.67-inch 120Hz fast refresh rate, and it will come with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels. On the other hand, the North American variant will come with a larger 6.78-inch Full HD plus 120Hz refresh rate panel, and it will come with a resolution of 2460 by 1080 pixels. The battery capacity for the global variant will be 4000 mAh, and for the North American variant, it will pack a larger 5000 mAh battery. Other than that, they are mostly the same. They pack the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G SoC, which is the top-of-the-line mid-range Snapdragon processor. It will be paired with up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. For cameras, the setup will include a 108MP primary sensor like every other model in H20 series, but it gets progressively better with every model. More on the main sensor will be uncovered when we know the actual code name. As for now, let's continue with the rest of the sensors. A 16MP ultra-wide-angle and macro camera, and an 8MP 3x telephoto lens. Now finally coming to the Pro model, you will find a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus display with 120Hz refresh rate. Hopefully it will be an AMOLED panel, and we definitely think it will be an AMOLED panel because it supports under-display fingerprint scanner, and this is a flagship phone. On the processor front, it will be powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 SoC. The octa-core flagship chipset is paired with up to 12GB of RAM, making this the most premium offering in the series. When it comes to cameras, it's got the triple camera setup as well. That includes a 108MP primary sensor along with a 16MP wide-angle shooter. Additionally, the wide-angle sensor will also come with a macro mode alongside an 8MP telephoto 5x zoom sensor. On the front, the smartphone could support a 16MP sensor for selfies and video calls. Lastly, the device may pack a decent 4500 mAh battery. So that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.